much concept, because the reason why which we are doing is half of you guys, you are completely freshers, you don't have much experience in networking. But the first week, like we are focusing on exponential growth. So we will focus on the topic, we will understand how each things are working. In today's class, primarily we are focusing on networking devices. So today's class, we are only focusing on three networking devices like hub, switch, router. I'll get to tell you what these devices are. And after that, I will give you time to ask your doubts. So we are not focusing to push more content on the initial 5 days. So the initial 5 days is very crucial. So the only thing that you have to do is whatever I'm teaching on the initial 5 days, make sure that you understood that topic, just that particular topic. Some of the people like who already have some experience, they might be raising some questions because they are already working in that particular field. But trust me, you are in the right field. I mean, you're taking the concept at the right pace at the right time. So after 1 week, I'll give you more resources like which textbook to read, which articles to read, because like there comes a lot of research as well, like while you go ahead with this particular course. So I'll share those details. But the first week we are going around, say like very peacefully, very calmly we are going, so that everybody will understand the fundamentals uh, properly. Okay. Sai, Akila.
Yes, sir, I'm hearing. Yes, yes, I understood, sir.
Understood, right? Okay. Let me ask
Yes,
you
sir.
this: what is unicast communication, Sai, Akila?
Uh, 1 second, I have to see. Unicast is from, I think I'll say wrong. It's a single
It's a,
one side to other side connection.
yeah. Again,
Hello.
how is that connection happening?
Uh,
Okay, guys, again, I'm telling you, whenever you are learning a topic, I strongly recommend not to by heart any topic. So this is not some LKG, UKG classes that we are doing over here. So here we are not actually focusing on the presentation. So make sure that you have a note. I will share the PPTs later with you guys so that you can take the notes if you want in the later stages. But understand, PPTs are not going to save you. You have to understand the topic. So don't by heart, don't mug up any concept. Understand it, write it down in your own words. That this is what which is going to help you guys. Okay. So Sai,
yes.
Akila, can you tell me what is unicast communication? I'll show
Uh,
you a picture.
from one device to another device, it is called a unicast connection.
Okay. So since there is no points, you can refer this picture and say what is unicast communication.
Connection between like one device to another device, one-on-one
Communication between
connection,
one device to one-on-one connection.
another
That's the right
device.
word. Another device,
Yes,
but communication between one device to another device, only one device. When you're communicating between
yes.
only one single device, that is what unicast communication is.
Unicast.
Next, yeah. So next one, guys, if there
Broadcast.
are any, yeah, broadcast communication to all the devices at the same time. If there are any more freshers who haven't done your quick self-introduction, please come up. We have limited time, so please hurry up, or else I'm going to proceed with the class.
Hi, sir. My name is Ranjit Singh.
Yeah,
My name is Ranjit Singh, and I'm from Amritsar. And
yeah. Hi, Ranjit.
I, I, I have 5 years, near about 5 years experience as a desktop support engineer, sir.
Yeah,
And,
so basically you're not a fresher, right?
so I'm not a fresher,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
I have experience as a desktop support, not a me to say a network
Ye-
engineer.
yeah.
Right.
It's okay. It's okay, Ranjit, because like you know what is internet, what is network. So today's
Yeah,
class,
yeah.
like yeah, we are focusing with what the networking devices are. It's okay. You will
Okay,
understand. Okay, no
okay, sir.
issues. Okay, let me ask you this. What is a computer network? Can you give me a quick definition for what is computer network?
A communication one device to another device through a network through a internet is called computer network.
Uh, you're partially right. Okay. Can anyone give a better definition for what is computer network? Guys, shoot.
Connection of various network devices uh, together to have a communication with each other.
Yeah, that encapsulates every meaning that we were discussing yesterday. So again, Gaurav, no, sorry, what was your name?
Junaid,
Yeah, no,
Ranjit Singh.
Yeah, Ranjit Singh. Yeah, hi Ranjit.
Hi,
So what is so again? I'm repeating the same topic. Okay, so okay, stick with your fundamental basics. What is a network? Network is a connection between two or more things. So whenever we are focusing on network, okay, just literally focus on the English meaning of it. Okay, what is a network? Connection of two or more things. What is a computer network? Computer network is a connection of two or more computer device or a networking device. That is what a computer network is. Okay. So the uses of computer network, you can share the files, resources, that those all are the attributes of it. So just understand what is it, how we are using. You already know it, but when I'm sure that you already know the answer, but when the way you respond to the answer could make a lot of difference when you're in an interview. When an interviewer is asking you a question, so depending on your answer, they can understand like how much proficient are you on that particular topic. So this is what I was telling. Next one, is there anyone else?
Hi, John. Myself
Yeah,
Giri. So I'm basically from IT support only. So I just
yeah.
want to change my career path. So that's why I joined in CCNA.
Which career path you want to choose?
Like networking and uh, network security.
Since you're already in IT support, I will ask, okay, you want to get into network security, right?
Yes, yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah.
I'm
So,
already having experience on firewalls and IDS, IPS, but I'm not aware of depth of switching and routing and some other networking concepts.
I mean, you don't have to have a solid understanding on switches and routers when you're going into network security.
But
You have your basic should be on VPN.
yeah,
Your
yeah.
base,
But
yeah, your base,
interviewers,
yeah.
managers and all, they're asking simply, did you
No,
done with your CCNA certification or not? Like, yeah.
yeah, they will ask you okay, yeah. So for that particular case, what you can do is that they will ask a very basic generic thing. Okay, so you don't have to focus till CCNP, CCIE enterprise track. So once you're done with your CCNA track, you can completely focus with the CCNP, CCIE security tracks. So again, you don't have to particularly focus on all the complete modules. You can just start with VPN, then ASA, FTD. If you are good with at least two or three firewalls plus VPN, you're good to go to the market.
Okay.
You will have a huge demand. But like you said, okay, so since you already know like FTD, VPN, and other things, the interviewer might expect that you will have a basic understanding about what
Yes.
routing and
Yeah.
what switching is. And I also think if you already know VPN and FTD, you will already understand what I mean. You already have a basic understanding of what routing and switching is. So anyway, if you don't have, we will brush up it over here. Okay,
Thank you. Yeah. Thank you.
cool. Anyone else?
Hi, sir. This is Junaid.
Yeah,
I'm basically from Kashmir, and
yeah.
I have the experience of almost 7 to 8 years.
Okay,
I was in desktop support first and working as a desktop engineer also. But
yeah.
recently, I got an opportunity in my office to IGP into the network security. So I'm
Okay.
new in it, not more than a year uh, old in it. So I'm just learning things here and there. So that's the reason I started learning from this CCNA course. Actually, I joined it much earlier, but my health was not good. So due to that
Wh-
reason, I switched to this group now.
Which course you enrolled over here? CCNA or CCNP? Which course you enrolled here?
CCNA. And
CC.
I have CCNA course. I have enrolled in CCNA course here, but
Yeah.
my health was not good, so I dropped from that course
Yeah,
for a while.
that's okay. That's okay. Sorry.
Yeah,
Now,
and
yeah,
apart from that, also bought some courses like recorded courses over here, like Palo Alto, Firewall, all those
yeah.
courses,
Yeah.
recordings. So I just want
Okay,
to make it.
stop all of that right now immediately. Just focus with CCNA. Okay. So without the basic understanding of routing and switching, if you're learning Palo Alto, it's like uh, you will have too much of uncooked information in your mind, so it will mess your knowledge. So okay, we'll go step by step. Okay, so so when you're studying in second standard, you might also have seen a 10th standard max textbook. So immediately if you're going and opening it and reading it, maybe you will understand like few numbers that you might have seen in your second standard, but there's a lot of difference that what is actually happening in the 10th standard textbook. So
Correct.
finish the basic modules, then only go with this thing. And I will repeat this thing again. So till you complete this particular CCNA course, don't refer any other materials. You just have to focus on the materials that I'm telling you. Once you done with this particular course, you are free to refer any course. Why? Because uh, so too many cooks spoil the food. I told that yesterday. And
Okay.
one more thing is that uh, you can't fill water to a full cup, right? Only in an empty cup you can fill water.
Correct, sir.
Yeah. So if you have like unprocessed information which is not right in the right places, so when you're adding more information, it will actually confuses you. So it is very simple if you follow the procedures.
Yes, sir, you're right. And
Yeah.
I'll definitely follow your instructions. That's the
Yeah.
reason I'm.
So Junaid, what you want to do is okay, so today is 20th. Uh, okay. In next 15 days or no, after 20 days, please remind me. So for your particular requirement for network security, I'll share some
Mhm.
extra modules, but I will only share that after 20 days, because if I give it to you, that will be an extra
Mhm.
knowledge to you. So it
Mhm.
will be not necessary, and it will actually confuse you more than
Sure.
helping you at this time. So
That's
what
the
you can
reason
do?
mentor is necessary, and I will check with you time to time
Yeah,
what is best for me and how I can
yeah.
up the ladder regarding this career.
Yeah,
And
yeah. So remind me after 25 days. We will discuss about your security tracker. Okay.
sure, sir, sure, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Okay. Okay, cool. Am I done?
Hi, John.
Yeah.
The,
Hi.
Naveen this side.
Okay. Hi,
Act-
Naveen.
Actually, I'm from Andhra and currently staying in Bangalore.
Okay.
And I have 2 years of experience in Linux domain.
You have 2 years of experience in Linux. Nice.
Yeah. Now I'm looking to build my career on networking. So I took this CCNA.
Okay.
Yeah.
Uh, so you're new to the domain. You took CCNA. You are in the right track. You're going to learn it. It's
Yeah.
good. Okay. Is there anyone else? And how many of you guys installed Packet Tracer? Did they share the Packet Tracer file with you guys?
I actually didn't receive anything, but I installed it from the internet. It was Cisco Packet Tracer student version.
Yep, that
I
works.
got that installed.
And how many of you guys have Packet Tracer installed?
Already installed.
Me,
Hi, John. I have installed.
Yeah,
I
is there
downloaded and
anybody
installed.
who, yeah, is there anybody who haven't installed Packet Tracer?
Yep, installed actually.
It
Is
also.
there any is there anybody who haven't installed?
Sir, I
Mhm.
haven't installed that. So this is my first session, and I don't aware what's going on. So is that starting? I mean,
Did you watch the recorded video of yesterday's class?
no, I didn't got that. I mean, on that my portal.
Okay.
So
I'll
the
speak.
previous class was in 19th.
The previous class was on 19th. I'll speak with the team and team will get back to you. What's your name?
Anand.
Yep. So I'll just note down your name.
Okay.
So the team will contact with you and they will share the pre-recorded
Okay.
classes.
So
And
this is the new batch starting.
this is the new batch we started yesterday.
Okay.
No worries. No worries. I'm going to brief it again for one more time for just to brush up everything. Like this will be a quick recap. So I suggest
Okay.
you.
Okay. Okay.
So once the team share the file with you, go back and watch the previous video. Okay.
Okay. So okay.
And make sure that you watch the previous video before you come to tomorrow's class. And for
Oh.
today's class, you can just focus with the recap that I'm doing over here. So you'll be good to go.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Guys, if you guys are done, we will just move quickly with the topic. Is there anybody else who's having any doubts, or else we are directly going to the topic?
No, we can start.
Okay, cool. So I'm just brushing up for anybody who have missed it yesterday. What is a computer network? A computer network is a system that connects numerous independent computers in order to share information, which are basically data or resources. What is a computer? What is a network? Network is a group of connection between two or more things. Network can be anything. It can be a group of networks, your friend network, or your social media network, or your LinkedIn network. So basically, what this connection means, like you have a connection between these people. That's why you call this as a network. So what is a computer network? When we are using computer devices to communicate, we form a computer network. A computer network is a system that connects numerous independent computers in order to share information and resources. So yesterday we discussed what is OSI model. So what OSI model, like we have 7 different layers in OSI model. Basically, when you're sending an information from one device to another device, when you're sending an information, you are typing that information in your application layer. So like your WhatsApp, the website that you're using, this will be representing that application layer. Since the message is traveling through the network, what we are doing here is the message needs to be encrypted. So we'll be sending that message to a presentation layer. In the presentation layer, the data gets encrypted and gets compressed and all. And in session layer, we are establishing a session between the destination device that we are going to send the data. And once we establish the session, we are going to choose what are the two protocols that we are using. Like we have two protocols, one is TCP and one is
UDP.
one is UDP. So between those two protocols, we'll be deciding what is the protocol that we have to use to send this file. And once we decide that in network layer, what are we doing?
IP address.
IP
Yeah,
assignment.
so we are using IP address to communicate. So we will see what is a particular path that I have to choose from one net to send this packet from one network to another network. And once the packet reaches the network using the data link layer, so there will be a uh, physical address that is basically known as MAC address. So
Store network.
tomorrow, day after, we'll be getting in detail with what IP address and MAC address is. So for the people who don't know, so what MAC address is, computer use two types of address. One is a logical address. So when you're buying a bike, so you will be having a registration number, like based on the particular state that you are in. So there will be a registration number. So, but imagine that there was somebody who was from Himachal Pradesh. So when you are in Himachal Pradesh, you will be having a registration which is related to Himachal Pradesh. So from Himachal Pradesh, if you're coming to Karnataka or if you're coming to Delhi, so you might want to change that registration. So the registration is something which you can change. But when the device or when that particular bike is manufactured, there is a certain number which is burned into the chassis of that vehicle. What is that called? Chassis number. You guys know that, right?
Sir, it's like NIC card. I have read about the MAC address that they
So
use.
MAC address is basically so it can be anywhere. It is basically a physical. It is there in NIC card as well. So all you have to remember it's a physical address which is burned into the device. So in your phone you will have two SIMs. In two SIMs you will be having two IMI numbers, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that is your MAC address in your phone, and your phone number will be the logical address, like an IP address, which you can change your phone number, but you can't change your IMI number. Right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So once a packet reaches the data link layer, what it's basically what we are doing is we are using the physical address to send the data, and we are focusing on this particular topic. Uh, I mean, like in coming week, coming Monday, mostly we'll be focusing on OSI model in depth on each layer. What happens in each layer, we are going in depth. So I'm just giving a basic overview. And once we find out what is that physical address that we are going to send, we'll be sending that data to the physical layer. So physical layer, we have zeros and ones. So computer only understand what zeros and one. Computer only understand binary language. So we have to actually convert the data into zeros and one, and the zeros and one will be sent in the physical layer. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
And we were discussing what is unicast, multicast, and broadcast is. Can anybody quickly give what unicast, multicast, broadcast, and anycast is? definition, please?
Yeah. Mm,
Yeah, go ahead. Shoot.
yeah. In Unicast, we are sending one host to another host,
Yeah.
and in broadcast, we are sending data to all the hosts available on the network.
Okay. Okay.
In multicast, we are not sending all of the hosts, but some of the host.
Yeah. Only
In
to the
any
device that we want.
yeah, in
Yeah.
any cast, it's like a unicast, but we are sending the data to the nearest one.
Nearest one device. Exactly. Perfect. So what is Unicast? Unicast is communication between one-to-one device. Broadcast is communication between one to all devices. Multicast is communication between one to many devices, but not all devices. And Anycast is communication between the nearest one device. Okay? Clear?
Yeah.
Okay. So Unicast is the example of WhatsApp as we send point-to-point encryption in WhatsApp.
No, I haven't talked anything about encryption here.
Okay.
In
John,
WhatsApp also you have
one
unique. Yeah.
sorry. No, when it comes to Unicast, suppose two, three devices has the same distance, then how it will be connected to one point, one node?
There are no two devices which will be on the same distance. So it will be it will be calculated based on something which is will be known as cost, and the cost metrics will be varying. So when you learn more about networking concepts, you will understand a concept which is known as cost. So when you see, I'll tell you one more example of any cast. So what's your name?
Gautam. Bhupati.
Gautam. So Gautam, you need 1,000 rupees. You need to borrow 1,000 rupees. Okay. And you know that like you have five friends over. You have five friends over in your friend network who you might be getting 1,000 rupees. If you ask any of your one friend, you might be easily getting 1,000 rupees. Okay. But again, you only have to, since there are five people, you will ask the one which will be more convenient to you, right? So you'll be just calculating, okay, if I ask this particular person, okay, I don't want to ask him. So I know that he might give this money, but I don't want to ask him. So you might be calculating the cost matrix, right? So you are the person who is
Yes.
calculating that cost metric, right? So same like that. Okay, so when you're going to a vacation, or so forget it. So when you're going to buy some groceries, you might have a two-wheeler or you might have a four-wheeler as well. The distance will be same. So, but if you choose this two-wheeler and if you choose the four-wheeler, the cost will be different at this different times, right?
Yeah, I understand. Yes, yes.
Yeah.
Okay,
Okay.
if I understood correctly, that convenient or what are you saying, the cost, what is the dependent? What is that it represents, that cost on what basis?
We will understand. Like once we understand
Oh,
what
okay.
routing, how routing is, we will get to know that later. So
Sure, sure.
right now, you understand basically what you have to understand over here. This is the only thing that you have to understand over here. Communication between one device to the nearest one device.
Okay, got it. Thanks. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then we were discussing what is simplex communication. Simplex communication is between one direction communication. The data is going on one direction. Data is not coming back, like your keyboard, your mouse. The data is going on one direction, but the data is not coming back. Okay.
Yes, John. Actually, how it is this slide and the previous slide is related? Because in Unicast, there is a two-way communication also happen. There is also possible that simplex method also will be followed. So how
So
both slides are?
unicast means, okay, unicast, and this is so okay, has nothing to do with unicast. Simplex communication has nothing to do with. So this is the direction of data, guys. Now what we are focusing over here, this is the direction of data. So direction of data, we are focusing on simplex. Simplex means communication to one side. You're not getting any message back. So in unicast as well, or in multicast as well, you can do simplex, half duplex, full duplex. So once you get to know more about switching, you will understand, okay, where you have to apply simplex, where you have to apply half duplex, where you have to apply full duplex. Okay. Hello.
Yes, thank you, John. Yeah,
I hope your doubt is clear.
yeah, it's clear. Thank you.
Yeah. And what is half duplex? Data can go in both direction, but only one at a time. So like a service road that I was explaining yesterday. So if two vehicles are coming at the opposite direction, if it's a heavy vehicle, there will be collision and none of them will be able to move, right? So basically it's pointless. So we are going with full duplex now. Full duplex means we can send and receive data. So what we are having over here, the Zoom meeting that we are having over here, that is a full duplex communication. I am telling you something, you guys are telling me at the same time, right?
Yes.
Guys, yeah, the telephone conversation. And one more example of simplex is half duplex is the walkie-talkie that we are using. That is half duplex. The radio is no, you can't send data to the radio. I hope. Yeah. So if the data is only going to one direction, it is simplex. If data is going to two direction but only one at a time, that is half duplex. So if data is going simultaneously at the same time, that will be known as full duplex. Okay.
Okay.
For
Clear?
simplex, any examples?
Keyboard, mouse.
Okay.
Can
So your
radio, that thing can come under simplex?
what?
Like we be getting information from the radio, right? So
Yeah.
can that be considered as simplex communication?
Yes.
Because it's just
Are,
coming
are
in
you
one direction?
yeah, are you sending any data to the radio?
No.
No,
No.
but we are
You're
receiving
all
it from it, right? So
yeah. So what form of communication is it? You tell me the answer. I'm not telling you.
simplex.
Okay, cool. Your question is solved, right?
It's one way direction.
Yeah.
Thank you.
See, this is how you learn the concept. Understand it. Okay, cool. Now, is there any doubt? We are moving ahead, and please tell me if you have any doubt.
No, sir.
Can I move ahead? Can you guys
Yes.
please confirm
Yep.
from your side?
Yes. Yeah.
Yep.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. Guys, there's a department A over here. There's a department B over here. Yesterday we were discussing about this pen drives movie and a lot of examples we were discussing. Okay, forget all about that. And now if this person wants to communicate between this person, which I'm circling, if this person wants to communicate to this girl over here, how can we communicate? We can't skateboard, right? So the earliest, so now we are focusing on the earliest modes of networking. So we will see how networking devices came into picture step by step. What was the first networking devices that we started using, the second networking device that came into the picture, the third networking device that came into the picture. Step by step we will go. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So uh, I'll build a system now. Okay, I'll build two departments over here. I'm taking for PC. Just assigning. So this is our department. This people are working in our IT department. Okay, so in IT there is department A. Imagine this is an IT office of a company. Our company's name is ABC, or do you guys want to suggest a better name? You can suggest that. So right now I'm using ABC. This
Cisco.
AB, yeah, we will use Cisco. This is Cisco's IT department. Okay, this is IT department A, and this is Cisco IT department B. Okay, so you know that every computer they will be having an IP address, right? Guys, every computer
Yes.
Yep.
they'll
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
yeah, they will be using even your mobile, even the Wi-Fi routers, every single networking device that you are using. If it's above layer 3, you will be having an IP address. So we are taking this IP address from a network. So 2 or 3 days later, we will discuss about uh, what network address is, what IP address in detail is. Right now, just understand, we'll stick with this default network address. You don't have to worry about what network address over here is. Right now, our focus is on networking devices, not on IP addresses. So I'm just assigning. So since this device needs an IP address, so I'm just giving a network address. That's it. 192.168.1.0. This is our network. So this PC I'm giving 10.1. 7. 10.8. So I'll teach you the configurations later. Okay, so basically, this class will be recorded and it will be shared with you. So when you're doing, so tomorrow when you're coming, I want this configuration saved inside your laptop. So whatever devices that we are using over here, I want you guys to do the same topology. So we are only focusing on networking devices. So for the IP configuration, so IP address configuration, you just copy paste whatever I'm doing over here right now. Okay, so I'm just assigning an IP address to this PC. That's it. To assign an IP address to the PC, just double click on the PC. So you will see an IP configuration, go to IP address and type IP address. So and for the first PC, I'm just randomly giving an IP address 192.168.10.1. For second PC, how am I doing it? Go to desktop, IP configuration, and 10.3. No, 10.2. Then third PC, how am I doing it? Can you guys walk me through it?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, I double clicked it. Then what should I do?
Desktop.
Yes.
Desktop.
Desktop,
Then IP config.
IP configuration, then I
And
assigned 10.3. Okay,
and
now I'm cutting to it and I'm doing it myself to speed up this process and bring it
We are
forward.
not taking subnet mask, man.
I told you when we are doing focusing on a topic, we are focusing on that topic. IP address, we haven't started IP addressing. If we haven't started IP addressing, we are not doing subnetting. So the people who are new to it, let's not confuse them. We'll go step by step.
Okay.
Okay, guys, focus here. This is Cisco's IT department A, and this is Cisco's IT department B. And we haven't introduced any networking device yet, so don't confuse the people over here with routers, switches, and other devices over here. We will go step by step. Okay. So if I want to send an information with 10.1 to 10.8, how can I communicate right now? What was the first mode of communication that we had?
Unicast.
Broadcast.
What?
Broadcasting.
Unicast.
Broadcast.
10.1 to 10.8, right?
First
Okay,
time.
how there should be a physical connection, right? How are we physically connecting? Our topic is networking
Cables.
devices, cables. Okay, so we can connect it through a LAN cable. You can connect between 10.1 to 10.8. So
Unicast.
basically, you don't have to you don't have to skateboard from department A to department B at the same time if you have a LAN connection between 10.1 to 10.8, right? Guys?
Yep.
Right.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay. So they were able to share file between department A and department B. And but what happened? Like when did the actual problem happen? When the actual problem happened is, so this person who also wants to send an information to 10.7. How can we communicate now?
We have to go through 10.2, 10.3, 10.4, then 10.5.
No, there should be
Put
another
another
LAN cable.
cable.
Yeah.
There should be another LAN cable, right?
Yep.
But
Yeah.
how many LAN ports are there in a PC?
One.
One. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So there are devices which have two. there are devices which have two LAN ports, there are devices which have one LAN port. But the problem is, if you want to send multiple in if you want to send this information to multiple devices at the same time, so basically this is not feasible, because like you can't scale up the number of LAN ports. So they understood that, okay, so right now we have to somehow figure it out. So we have to have a common hub where we can send the data and the data will be distributed.
Yep.
Guys,
FTP.
okay. So in the early stages of networking, they developed a networking device. That networking device is known as hub. So what hub is? So if a person from department A wants to send a message to a person in department B, so what the person will do, the person will send this message to this particular device that is known as hub. So the hub will be connected to all the all the devices in department B and all devices in department A. So if this person wants to send an information to any person in this department B, it's very easy. What should he do? He just have to send this data to the hub. Can you give me the literal meaning of hub? I mean, I don't want any technical definition. In English, what the word hub means.
So it's like
Collection of
cloud.
data center.
Hub is a central point where everybody meets. So if you are in college or if you are in office, so if you want to meet a particular people, like for your suta break, or if you are meet if or for a coffee break, so you know that. So if you want to meet a certain group of friends, if you go to the particular kiosk, you will see these people at this time, right? So hub is a place where everybody is meeting at the same time, or a place where everybody can meet, or a union of other things. So in computer networking, hub is a device which is connecting between all the devices which are connected in layer one. Okay, so hub operates in the physical layer of OSI model. What is OSI model? In OSI model, what is the physical layer? In physical layer, we don't have any addresses. So in physical layer, we just have cables. So hub operates in which layer of OSI model? The layer
Physical layer.
physical layer, that is layer one. Hub operates in layer one of OSI model. In layer one, we don't have IP addressing concept. So IP addressing comes in layer three. MAC addressing comes in layer two. So in physical layer, we don't have any types of addressing. In physical layer, we just have cables, and in cables, we are sending in zeros and ones. That's it. So hub operates in which layer?
First
Layer
layer.
one.
Hub operates in
Layer one.
Physical.
layer one. Exactly. Hub cannot filter data. It is not an intelligent network device that can send message to all ports. So we will take this. So since we understood that, since this is not a feasible practice that we can do, what we are doing here, we will remove this topology and we will introduce a hub. Give me a second. To connect cables in packet tracer. So if you see this lightning symbol over here, this lightning symbol stands for different types of cables. So different networking devices, we are using different types of cable. So if you press this lightning symbol over here again, the cables will be automatically selected. So I'm also connecting all the departments from department B to the hub as well. Okay, so there are only that many ports in the sub. So I'm deleting few devices right now since we don't have that many ports.
So how many ports are there in the hub?
Based on different hubs, the ports will be the ports range will vary on the particular model that you're using. So not particular number of thing based on the model number that you're using, it will differ. Okay, let me send if there is. Yeah, that's it. Okay, guys. Are you guys here? Listening?
Yep.
Sir.
Yes.
Yeah. Listen here. I'm showing you how hub is operating. Okay. So I want to send a packet or I want to send a message from 10 dot okay, forget about this as well. Okay. 10.2 to 10.2 PC. This is the IP address of this PC, 192.168.10.2. I want to send a message from 10.2 to 10.5. Okay. So I'm just creating a packet. So if you press P, a packet will be created. So I selected the source and to which PC you want to send from department B, which PC you want to send the data?
10.5, PC6.
And yeah, PC6, 10.5, we are sending the data. Guys, you might see a lot of information over here. We will get to all the details in the coming classes. Please don't ask what ICMB, what ARP is. Just follow what I'm teaching over here, and you will get to know everything on the coming days of classes. Just focus what is happening over here at this particular point of time. So what happened? There's a packet which is created. And so how are we operating in Hub? So in order to send this information to 10.5, where should we send the data?
10.5.
Where should we send the data?
to the hub.
First, we need to send the data to the hub. Okay. Guys, you need to see this very carefully, what happens over here right now. Okay. The packet is traveling from 10.2 to 10.6. An ICMP packet is created. An R packet is created. And what happened? The packet reached where?
Hub.
At hub.
Oh, yeah. And what is happening now?
Broadcast to the
Broadcast.
It is broadcasted to all the devices.
which are connected to the hub.
It is broadcasted to
Right.
all the devices. It's basically broadcasting this message to all the devices. And what is happening?
Traffic.
Only
And except the legit device, all other PCs, what is happening? They are dropping the packet. Can you see 10? See when the packet is received by 10.3, what is immediate reaction 10.3 is doing? So if you open this ICMP packet, you can see. Okay. So IP source header 192.168.10.2 is sending a packet to which PC? 192.168.10.6. Can you guys see this?
yes.
Okay. So what happens? Hub is basically send that message to all the people, not just 10.6. Hub is sending that information to all the devices. And all other PCs, 10.3, they are opening the packet and they are seeing the destination address. What is the destination address with that is 10.6? So this packet is not belonging to me. So they are dropping the packet. 10.4 is opening the packet and they see the destination as 10.6. Again, they are dropping the packet. Again, the packet is coming to 10.5. Again, it's opening and it's seeing destination as 10.6. It's dropping the packet and the packet is coming to 10.6 and that is the right destination. So the packet is being sent to hub. Hub is basically sending that message again broadcasted. So why we call hub as a dumb device? Or it's because hub cannot filter data. It is not an intelligent network device. Why? In which layer hub is operating?
Layer
Physical.
1.
Layer
Physically.
1. Since hub is operating in layer one, hub doesn't understand what is IP address, what MAC address is. So what hub does is hub is telling everybody, are you 10.6, are you 10.6, are you 10.6, are you 10.6? So what is the problem with this, guys?
Channels will be occupied and it's always busy.
Collision and plus.
Collision, sir.
Collision will happen. Privacy, there's a violation. So when you when you want when you yeah, so when you want a promotion, when you want a promotion, you are saying your manager that you want a promotion. And what will happen if the manager is telling everybody that this particular person wants a promotion, this particular person wants a promotion? It's not necessary, right? That every so if when we are sending a packet from 10.2 to 10.6, every other people they are getting to know that this 10.2 is sending a packet to 10.6. That is one drawback. The second thing that you're telling is so every single packet that we're creating over here is it is actually consuming bytes. It's actually consuming memory. So here just we only have five devices. But what happens if we have 500 devices? We will have to create 500 packets and send it to everyone and get the confirmation from their side. It will take more time, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
It will reduce the efficiency, right?
Yes.
It will reduce the efficiency as well. So, is it practical?
No, sir.
Is it practical?
No.
No, right. But this was, but when they were developing in the earlier stages, so somehow they wanted to communicate it. So this is how, guys, actually innovation comes. So they understood, okay, so primarily they were using LAN cables to connect these devices. And they understood that LAN cable were not feasible. So then they modified that into a different device, or they constructed a different device which serves their purpose, which is connectivity between all the devices. Once that connectivity is established, they understood that there is again a drawback because hub cannot understand any form of packets because it is not having any idea what IP address is, what MAC address is. So hub basically it's a dumb device. It's basically broadcast a message to all the devices. There is no security, it creates more bandwidth, it reduces the network performances. So when you are so from now on, when you are understanding what are the properties of hub, you have to understand how hub is exactly functioning. So how hub is functioning? Hub primarily broadcasts the message to all the devices. That's how hub is functioning. Since it's broadcasting this message to all the devices, it is reducing the. So what are the drawbacks? There, it is reducing the network performances, the efficiency, more bandwidth is being consumed, and uh, whatever it is. So if you want to take a quick note on this, you can take it. But please make sure that you make at least one single point on each of it. Hub operates in which layer? Layer one, that you have to take note. Hub cannot filter data because it's not an intelligent device. Why? But again, when you don't mug up this particular point, when you are saying why it's not an intelligent device, because hub primarily they don't use any type of addressing like IP addressing or MAC address. Guys, you're with me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And then how primarily broadcast the message. Why? Because again, it is not using. So every single point which is related to this, it's related to one single point. Why? What hub is basically broadcasting the message. It primarily broadcasts the most message. So the collision domain of all the devices connected to the hub stays what, and this transmission mode is half duplex. Again, transmission mode is half duplex. I'll show you that. Only one person can communicate at the same time. So 10.2 is sending a packet to 10.6. At the same time, I am also sending a packet from 10.3 to 10.6. Again, I'm sending a packet from 10.5 to 10.6 at the same time. Okay. So 3 packets are created. 3 packets will be traveling to a hub. And you can see a burning symbol over here, right? Something is burning over here. What is that? That is collision. Hub is working in layer one and it's simplex communication. Only one person can share the data at one single time. So guys, what you need to do over here, uh, please open your packet tracer. Or are you guys up? Your packet tracer is open?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Can you take quickly, I'll just take a new topology over here. Take 4 PCs. So in order to take PC, Did you see the networking devices in my screen?
Yes.
Next to networking devices, you can see end device. End devices, can you see end devices?
Yeah.
And when you click on end devices, you can see PC, laptop, server. These are the end devices that we are using in computer networks. So you can please take 4 PCs out. Take 1, 2, 3, 4. Did you take 4 PCs? Once you're done, please give me a confirmation from your side.
Yes, sir. Done.
Done? Okay. Everybody done?
Yes.
Guys,
Yes,
guys,
sir.
it's okay if I extend the class 10 minutes, right?
Yes.
Okay, sir.
Okay, cool. Are you guys done? Everybody done? Is there anybody who haven't done?
Done.
Guys,
Done.
everybody done? Is that okay? Cool.
Done.
Once you're
Done.
done, okay. Now go to the network devices. The first one. And below the network devices, you can see router. Next to routers, you can see switch. And next to switch, you can see hub. Did you see hub?
Yep.
PT hub. Take the first one. Okay. Are you guys done?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now connect the cables. Go to network devices. Next to network devices, you can see end devices. Next to end devices, components. And next to that, you can see connections. Can you see it?
Yep.
Yeah. So these are the different types of cables. We will discuss about this cable part later. But right now, if you please press on this lightning symbol again, if you press on this lightning symbol again, the cable will be automatically selected. So just click on the PC, drag it to the hub. That's it.
So basically, we are using physically cables like Cat6.
Fast Ethernet cables, any RJ45 cable will be.
RJ45 is like a connector now, sir, or a
Yeah.
wire.
So basically, any fast Ethernet cables.
Okay, sir.
Yeah. Are you guys connected?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. So in order to connect again and again, so you might have to click it again and again and again. So if you press Control, so this selection will be locked. If you press Control and select it, if you press Control and click this, the selection will be locked for a time. So you won't be needing to go back again and again. So you can just drag and paste it over here. Okay. Done?
Done, sir.
Okay, so again, I'm telling you, okay, for this particular class, just understand that, okay. So when you go to your CMD and type IP config, this is basically how you find your IP configuration. So you understand that every computer, they will be working based on an IP address. So this is my private IP address. I don't mind it sharing with you guys. So it's okay. So you will see that there will be an IP address. There will be a default gateway. Those details will be there. So every device, they need an IP address for the sake of today's class and configuration. So we will stick with basic IP address that we are using, that is 192.168.10.0. Okay, this is a network that we are using by default for this class. And when we are discussing about IP addressing and network addressing, we'll get to, I'll teach you like what are this IP address in detail. Okay, so right now for the sake of configuration, just understand that this is a particular network that we're using. And for this PC, we are giving this IP address 10.1. And to do that, okay, one time. Okay, just
So you have to select the node. It's
yeah,
it's untick from the row.
yeah. This is where you see the nodes. Okay. So no, my keyboard was not working. 10.1, 10.2, 10.3, and 10.4. Guys, whenever you're doing a configuration, and if you guys are ever sharing it with me, please make sure that you are writing this IP address down. So in case if you might guys make any mistakes, it will be easy for the person who is troubleshooting it. So I'm writing this as a short form. So the complete IP address is here. How should I configure it? I should double click it, then go to
Desktop.
Desktop,
desktop,
config.
IP
IP
configuration. I'm assigning an IP address. What is IP address over here?
192.
192,
192, 168 dot
10.1.
10.1. Okay, guys, you don't have to have any doubts over here because I haven't taught you about IP addressing. So this is the default address that we are doing it for this particular topology. So anybody who is new to this, don't worry. We will understand this thing. But today's class, the only focus that we are going to do. So anybody who is new to the networking, guys, you don't have to worry about any of this thing. You only have to understand what hub is, how hub is operating. That's it. Okay. So I just copy paste it. Coming to the second PC, how should I configure it? Go to
Desktop.
desktop, IP configuration, then
Then 192.168.
168.10.2.
2.
Then here again 10.3.
3.
And here 10.4.
4.
4.
Okay. As you guys are done, right? Are you guys done?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. So now, since this is the main advantage of packet tracer, guys. So if you're going to any real lab, okay, if you're going to any physical lab, you can't actually see if packets are moving or not. So you can either see if you are able to send the message or you are able to receive the message. But if a packet is dropping somewhere, it will be very difficult for you to troubleshoot. So in packet tracer, you have an advantage. You have simulation. In simulation, you can actually see how packet is traveling. So to do that, you can either press on simulation or press Control S. So the simulation tab will be appeared. So I'll be creating a packet. So a packet can be created if you press the letter P in your keyboard. When you press P, you can see a packet like this, which is created. Can you guys see this?
Yep.
Yes, sir.
Click on 10.1. And this is our source IP address. And this is our destination IP address. So right now, I'm just removing this protocol. This protocol is known as R. We will discuss about this protocol later. You guys also please remove this protocol. We can go to Edit Filters, Untick Arc. R.
Yep.
Done?
Yep.
John, can you repeat this simulation panel, how to create this message packet? I mean,
Press P on your keyboard.
okay. Okay.
You pressed it, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So now send the packet.
From 10.12.
Any PC which you want to send. You can either send it to 10.2, 10.3, 10.4. It doesn't make any difference. Can you guys see the packet traveling from 10.1 to 10? So I was sending this packet to 10.3. So except 10.3, all other PCs, they are dropping the packet. Can you guys see that?
Yes, sir.
Yep.
Yeah. Can you guys see it from your side as well? Did you guys try it yourself?
Yes.
Any issues?
No, we got the same here.
Clear, right? Your concept is clear, right?
Yes.
Okay. Now that's it. So you understood everything over here. What is it? Hub operates in which layer? Hub operates in which layer, guys?
Physical layer.
First layer.
Hub operates in physical layer of OSI model. Since hub is operating in physical layer of OSI model, we call hub as a non-intelligent device because we are not using any type of addressing like IP addressing or MAC addressing. So what hub does? Hub basically broadcasts the message to all the devices. So when you were sending a message, the message was basically broadcasted to all the devices, which was completely unnecessary. So due to this, more bandwidth is getting created, security is compromised, the network efficiency is compromised. This is the main drawback of hub. So when somebody asks the drawback of hub, so make sure that you have actually seen this by yourself. You have actually practiced it by yourself. And you can also see more details here in the simulation. If you open the ICMP packet, you can see like layer 1 information, layer 2 information, layer 3 information, layer 4, layer 5, layer 6, layer 7. In layer 3 header, you can see source IP address is 192.168.10.1, which means 10.1 PC is creating a packet to 10.3. Okay.
Okay.
And one more thing we also discussed about hub today is, since hub is operating in physical layer and it's having simplex form of communication, what is the another drawback? If two people try to send the data at the same time,
Then collision will happen.
collision will happen. You can see there's a collision over here. The packet won't reach. Yeah.
So if the collision take place, then no one can receive that particular
The
frame.
packet will be dropped.
Okay.
Okay, I can't actually show the live cases because we actually need to go to command prompt, and that thing we can't do it from over here. So this is the best that we can see over here with the simulation. So basically, this is the that's the whole concept is the packet will be dropped and none of them will be getting the data.
Okay, sir.
You will have to resend the data, I think. Okay.
And we have to wait for if someone is sending.
Yeah, again, you will have to. So if you don't receive any proper acknowledgement, you will have to resend the data again. So we will get to this retransmission and everything once we start with TCP and TCP handshake process. So right now we'll just stick with the hub. Is there any doubt in hub from you guys? From you guys, is there any doubt?
Yes, John. Actually, how
Yeah.
this system actually considered it as a simplex form? Did
It's
we mention
basically
anywhere
no, it's basically manufactured as a simplex device. So you can only send the data from one direction to another direction.
for hub when it comes to hub?
Yeah.
Right.
It's manufactured like that.
Okay. It is applicable only for hub devices.
Yeah. Guys, any other
That's
doubt?
it. Yeah.
Guys, any other doubt?
So since we have learned that hub is nowhere nowadays being used, so still
Yeah.
it's there in the syllabus. So what is the purpose of still studying the hub if it's
Why?
absolutely
There are
obsolete?
still some older networking. So when you talk about some legacy network, there are a lot of many places that we're still using hubs. Okay. So in smaller deployments, they still use hub because it's cheap and they're not worried about the collision part. You might see hub in different production scenarios, but it's very rare that you might see a hub. And why you are learning it over here, since we don't have any particular use over here, because when you are learning over switch, what was the drawback that we had over from hub, and what is the advantage that we have over switch? So this will be one of your interview questions. What is the difference between hub and switch? Why we are using switch over hub? So in that time, if you don't know about hub, how will you answer that?
Yeah, because switch is an intelligent device and hub was
Yeah,
not.
okay, guys, don't talk anything about switch right now. Tomorrow we are going to talk. So, guys, like I told, there are many people who don't know what the switch is, how switch
Correct.
is intelligent. Yeah, okay. You understood about
But,
hub, right? Just focus on that.
Okay,
but
okay.
still we can use this device for very minimal number of systems comes into picture.
minimal
Yeah.
number of devices where so many devices are
So
not
for
communicating at
cost
the same time.
efficient.
Cost
Okay.
efficiency, you can use it. Yeah, that's what I told. I mean, some legacy network you might still see hub. Guys, any doubt? You guys are clear with the topics, right?
Can you please explain the collision? What is collision?
That I will explain once I teach you what switch is.
Yeah, okay.
Then I can show the basic differences. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Sir, since I joined today only, so
Yeah.
I think this class was started yesterday, right?
Yeah.
So, did we get the recording of that class?
Gaurav, can you please come online if you are there? Hello.
Hey guys, yesterday class is available on YouTube, so you can see that. But still, I'll share with you, and we discuss very few topics. So still, I'm sharing a link here so that you can see the this video, yesterday video. Okay.
Okay, it's available on YouTube, right?
Yes, correct. I'm sharing a link here.
And it would be handy if we create a WhatsApp group also so that we can have
Yeah. So after 3-4 classes,